How's it going, everyone? Matt Leighton, and welcome back to another real estate video. Today I am joined by Sarah, a settlement attorney. Is that I never know if it's settlement attorney, lawyer, attorney,
all of the above. We're title insurance agents, we're attorneys, and most importantly, notary publics.
There you go. Jack of all trades, Jill of all trades. We're here at Universal Title in the Arlington office with a killer view out back, and we want to talk about how people mess up their closing. We're going to touch on 3 mistakes to avoid so you don't screw up your closing, guys. The last thing you want to have happen is go to a settlement company and not leave with the keys, right? That's the whole reason that you're here, either watching this video or in person. So without further ado, Sarah, why don't you take it over with the top 3 mistakes that people are doing, but they're not doing it because they're watching this video. Perfect.
First one, not bringing an ID or bringing an expired ID. Make sure you have the proper identification. We want to make sure we have the correct person signing to sell or purchase a house. Very important. We can't really do much, transact much business without knowing who you are and having a current identification. I've had many cases where we've had someone show up to sign and they've ended up having to run to the DMV to renew their license because that expired the week before. So we don't want to be in that situation. We don't want you, most importantly, to be in that situation. It's always, you feel the stress.
Yeah, and
people aren't ready.
It sounds a little like elementary to start it, where it's like, okay, guys, remember to bring your ID, like that thing that you always have. But it's the number one thing for a reason, because we need to start there as opposed to assuming that you're going to be doing every small thing, and then the last thing is like, oh, I thought I didn't have to bring my ID. It's like, well, we're going to cover all those bases. So number one thing is bring the ID.
Yes, and second thing, bring money.
Again, sounds simple, but you would be surprised. You're buying a house and some people don't, well, you can take it from here, they just don't bring the money.
Yeah, or they do not follow the wire instructions, or they do not confirm them, and they send money. When you're wiring over $100,000, $200,000, you want to make sure it's going to the right place and that you're wiring it the correct method.
There's been a lot of fraud recently. So what are you guys doing to collect your wires? Are you calling to say, hey, we just sent you an email with the wiring instructions, or do you say before you send the money, give us a call to confirm? What sorts of things do you guys do?
We do send wiring instructions after the contract is ratified and sent over to our office. We'll send those over to the agent immediately. Make sure you follow those wiring instructions. Call and confirm if you haven't heard back. We want to make sure that we have the money and we have the correct amount of money when we're here at the closing table. The best feeling is going through the closing disclosure and the settlement statement and saying, is this the number you're expecting to see? Yes, great, perfect, the check matches, we have all the money.
Yeah, if you get a no on that question, you got some problems.
Then it's not going to make for a smooth closing.
Yeah.
And also, you'll want to know your bank account information. If you are selling a house, you'll want to make sure you have your bank account information, your routing number, your account number. You'll also want to make sure that the name of the account is correct. If you are a seller, an estate seller, or a business entity, you'll need to set up a bank account beforehand in the name of that entity or estate.
Yeah, these are all super important. I mean, this is the last step in the process. So, the worst thing you can do is just not pay attention to this, or to not notice something that doesn't line up correctly.
Yeah, we want to make sure we're giving the money to the right people.
Yeah, exactly. That's a big deal. So hopefully these 3 things, did you touch on all 3 of them? I think you did, right?
Yes.
Perfect. We got our little cheat sheet over there, so don't tell anyone. It'll be our little secret. But guys, the goal is to make settlement as smooth as possible. There's a lot of ways you can screw it up, but it's actually a lot more straightforward than you think, and that's our goal here. So Sarah, why don't you tell the people about Universal Title, how they can connect with you, where exactly we're located right now.
We are right now off of Wilson Boulevard in the courthouse area, right across the street from the courthouse metro, 0.3 miles from the Roslyn Metro. Great central location. We have a beautiful view. You can see the Washington Monument while closing.
Yeah, it'll take your mind off of spending $500,000 for a 1-bedroom and den condo.
Yes.
Just go daydreaming. Cool. That's all we got. Thanks for watching. Until next time, create a productive day. Take care.